Tension builds early as Papp and Bagi explore the depths of the Indian defense in Hungarian Super League 2-0-4-5 round 8. On d4. Knight f6. Bishop f4. On b6. Knight f3. Bishop b7. On h3. On g6. On e3. Bishop g7. Bishop e2. King castled kingside. King castled kingside. On d6. On c4. On e6. Knight c3. Knight bd7. Rook c1. Queen e7. Bishop h2. On e5. On c5. On takes c5. On takes e5. On takes e5. Queen c2. It is novelty move. Rook fd8. Knight d2. Knight b6. Rook fd1. Bishop f8. Knight b3. Rook takes d1 check. Knight takes d1. Knight bd7. Knight a5. Threatening knight takes b7. Bishop e4 played by Bagi. Threatening bishop takes c2. Queen d2 played by Papp. Rook b8. Knight c3. Papp is looking to play. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. Queen c2. Queen h4. On g3. Queen takes h3. Queen takes e4 and dominate the board. Bishop a8 played by Bagi. Knight b5. Threatening knight takes c7. Knight e4 played by Bagi. Queen c to stop here and find the strongest move for Bagi. Knight takes f2 is logical continuation as King takes f2. Queen g5. Bishop g3. Bishop h6. Knight c4. Rook takes b5. Bagi have small advantage shifting to the main variation. Threatening knight takes d2. Queen c2 played by Papp. Threatening knight takes c7. Queen g5 is not the best move played by Bagi. On f4. Threatening pawn takes g5. Queen h4 played by Bagi. Bagi is planning to play Queen f2 check. King h1. Knight g3 check. Bishop takes g3. Queen takes g2 mate and gain a significant edge. Bishop d3 played by Papp. On c4. Threatening pawn takes d3. Bishop takes e4 played by Papp. Bishop takes e4. Queen takes e4. Rook takes b5. Knight takes c4. Knight f6. Threatening knight takes e4. Queen d3 played by Papp. Rook d5. Threatening rook takes d3. Queen e2 played by Papp. Threatening pawn takes e5. On e4 played by Bagi. Rook d1. Bishop c5. King f1. On c6. Bishop g1. Rook takes d1 check. Queen takes d1. Knight d5. Bishop f2. Papp considers playing Bishop takes h4. On a5. Queen a4. Bishop takes e3. Queen takes c6. Bishop d4. Queen c8 check. King g7. Bishop f6 check. Bishop takes f6 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen f6 played by Bagi. Queen c2. Papp intends to play. Queen takes e4. Queen d8. King g1. Queen c8. Pawn a3. Bishop b6. Pawn b3. Queen d7. Bishop e1. Knight f6 and gain a significant edge. Queen e6 played by Bagi. King e2. Knight b4. Threatening knight takes c2. Queen b3 played by Papp. Knight d3. Bagi is aiming to play. Knight c1 check. King f1. Knight takes b3 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen c3 played by Papp. Queen d5. Think carefully what is the best move for Papp. Knight e5 is logical continuation as Bishop b4. Queen d4. Knight takes e5. Queen takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes e5. Still Papp is losing. Let's proceed to the main game. Queen d5. Bagi is looking to play. Queen h5 check. Pawn g4. Queen takes h3 and seize the initiative. Pawn a3. Slightly worse move played by Papp. Queen h5 check. King f1. Queen d1 check. Bishop e1. Bishop e7. Bagi's idea is to play Bishop h4. Queen d2. Queen takes e1 check. Queen takes e1. Bishop takes e1 and take decisive advantage. Queen d2 played by Papp. Papp intends to play. Queen takes d1. Pawn f6. Bishop c3. Pawn g5. Pawn g4. King g7. Knight d6. Bishop takes d6 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen b1 played by Bagi. Bagi is looking to play. Bishop h4. King e2. Bishop takes e1 and dominate the board. Pawn g3 played by Papp. Pawn c5. Pawn a4. Bishop f6. Bagi intends to play. Queen a2. Knight e5. Bishop takes e5. Pawn takes e5. Queen takes a4. Pawn g4. Queen a1 and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn a5 played by Papp. Pawn a6. Bagi's idea is to play. Bishop takes b2. Pawn h4. Bishop f6. Pawn h5. Pawn takes h5. Knight b6. Bishop d8. Queen e2. Pawn h6 and gain a significant edge. Queen e2 played by Papp. Bishop takes b2. Knight takes b2. Queen takes b2. Queen takes b2. Knight takes b2. King e2. Pawn f5. Bishop c3. Threatening bishop takes b2. Knight c4. Papp had no choice but to throw in the towel.